Okay, hey guys, my name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Google Discovery Ads. Now, before I show you how to set up Google Discovery Ads, I want to show you how it looks like so that it's easier for you to get a visual grasp of how it will look like when you finish setting up the campaign. So the Google Discovery ads will be displayed on YouTube, as you can see on this image. Over here, this is a carousel ad format, but obviously you can use a single image ad format with a call to action button and a description. And it will be shown on the Google's YouTube platform and it will be on the homepage. The next one is the discovery um, section of the Google search app, and the second image that you see is an example of how it will look like. It's an image and with a short title and a link. And then finally, the Google Discovery ads will be also displayed on the promotions or social tab within the Gmail app. So as you can see, discovery ads are a fantastic way to reach your audience, whether they are using YouTube, whether they are using Google's search app or the Gmail app. And all these three platforms are pretty widely used, so the brand exposure and the kind of engagement that you can expect is extremely high. Now that you know how those ads are going to display and how it looks like, let's go back to our Google Ad Manager and see how to set up the Google Discovery ads. So the first thing that you want to do is click on this plus tab and then new campaign. Now Google's Discovery Ads option will only be enabled when you select sales, leads, or website traffic as your campaign objective. When you click or hover your mouse over these options, you'll see that a discovery option is enabled for all these three options. But if you select product and brand consideration, brand awareness, or app promotion, you won't get that option. So that's something to keep in mind. Now I'm going to select website traffic as my marketing campaign objective, and then as soon as you select, the campaign type is discovery. Obviously the normal way is to select search, display, shopping, or video, but since we want to utilize Google's new feature, that is discovery ads, which will run your ads on YouTube, Gmail, and discovery, I'm going to select this option and then I'm going to hit continue. Now let's give a campaign name. Obviously you can give a pretty easy to understand campaign name. I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to select the location as United States. Language will be English. Now in this case, the bidding strategy is conversions. So basically the campaign goal is to make sure that you get maximum conversions. So that's why we have the conversions as our option, but you don't get any other options in this case, because based on the selection, the campaign will automatically use maximize conversions as the bid strategy. Now there's one more option in there. You can actually set a target cost per action. So let's say you want to acquire leads, and you know that you don't want to spend more than $5 for your campaign. Then you can set that cost per acquisition. Now Google is automatically going to recommend a target cost per acquisition for your campaign. Most of the time it's going to recommend based on your performance, historical performance, and so forth. But in this case, Google is telling me that I need to set a minimum of $10. But I'm not going to select this option. I'm going to leave it as it is so that we use the maximize conversions as the bid strategy. I'm going to set the budget as $10 a day for now. Under additional settings, I will run the ad for all day. So the start date is 4th September. I don't want to set an end date. Conversions. Okay, so in this case, what you can do is you can use the account level conversions, or you can actually create a new conversion from tools conversions tab. Now what I would recommend is to create a custom conversion for this purpose, and if you don't know how to do that, let me know in the comment section. But basically you want to enable conversion tracking. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this as it is. Content exclusion, basically it's gonna exclude sensitive content from the campaigns. The ad group name, I'm gonna say digital marketing blog as my ad group name because I wanna promote my blog, just to take as an example for this campaign setup. So digital marketing blog. Now this is where you will be setting your audience. Now this is the most important part of the campaign, which is who you want to target. Now by default, the search tab is enabled or displayed, but there are two more options: ideas and browse. Now search, you can basically search your audience. So in this case, I'm going to say digital marketing, and let's see if Google comes up with any ideas. Okay, good. So I just search for an audience who might be interested in digital marketing, and then as you can see, Google has already built an audience who might be interested in email marketing, SEO, and SEM, and it's putting them in the in-market audience bucket. So that's a good audience. Web designing and development, yes, I want to reach out to them. SEO and SEM services, and I think that's it. I mean, these three are pretty applicable. Now, these are all in-market audiences, and I think that's a good thing because in-market audiences are generally better compared to demographic-based audiences. But I want to show you other options as well. So I'm going to clear all, and then I will go to the browse tab. Okay, ideas. Okay, let me go to ideas just to show you how it looks like. Google Ads already know what type of advertising I have done in the past, and depending upon that, it has already created certain types of audiences like SEO and SEM services, business services, social media, web designing, and development. Because I have ran ad in the past, who are interested in digital marketing, Google has already created these audiences for me, so I can straight away select them as an option. But I want to show you something else. Under the browse tab, you also get 4 different options. The first one is detailed demographics, which is based on these parameters. I wouldn't recommend using this to start out with. The second option is affinity. Like these are the people who have shown interest or who might have an interest. It's like the probability is extremely low, or it's 50% chance that they might be interested. Affinity is basically they have interacted with certain websites or blogs or videos, and Google will put them into this affinity audience bucket because Google thinks that they might be interested in it. Now you don't want to take a chance with those kind of audience. So these two are, it's a hit or miss, right? So don't choose these two options. Based on my experience, I have seen very good success with in-market and custom intent audience. And obviously the best one is remarketing and similar audience. So in-market is basically people who are in the market of buying something. They're actively exploring, they're researching, they want to commit to a brand, and they are in the process of converting, right? So you can choose the in-market audience. And then as I said earlier, when you use the search tab and when I use digital marketing, most of these recommendations are based on in-market audiences. So that's a pretty good type of audience to select. I'm just going to select this for now. And then last option that I didn't explain is remarketing and similar audience. Now, what can I say? This is one of the best audience type. Similar to all users means basically Google has I've installed my Google remarketing tag on my website. So Google is automatically building a remarketing audience based on my website traffic. And then similar audiences is basically Google is going to try to find similar audiences based on my website traffic. So again, that's a pretty good audience. You have website visitors, like let's say you have created multiple website visitor audiences, like people who spent more than 60 seconds, more than 2 minutes, based on returning visitors. There are so many things that you can do. I have a bunch of videos on my channel on how to create multiple Google Ads audiences. So have a look, but basically you can use this option as well. And then finally, you can even utilize your YouTube users. Now I have a YouTube channel which I've connected. So I can even retarget all my video viewers. So that's pretty powerful, right? Let's say you have something to promote, that is an exclusive offer to only to your YouTube viewers, right? You can do that, and this is how you can do it. And again, you can expand your reach by using similar to all video viewers. So those are all the options. I think this was pretty much the heart of the video in terms of understanding your audiences for discovery ads. Now I'm gonna move further and um, let's see. I'm gonna uncheck this show your ads to more people. um, Google is basically saying by opting into audience expansion, you can increase your conversion volume by up to 20%. I would say don't check this option initially. See how your campaign performs and then check this box. All right, you can then refine your audience based on demographics. So unknown, I'm gonna exclude these. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, I think that sounds good. And as you can see, as you change the audience in real time, your available impressions is gonna change as well. So this is how many impressions I can expect based on the targeting. Now remember, this is not based on budget. This is sheerly or purely based on your targeting. All right, now the final step is to create your ad. So as I shown earlier, you can create discovery carousel ad, which will include multiple images, or you can create a discovery ad. Now I'm going to select the discovery ad option. Okay, and then I'm going to say my final URL is going to be my website. All right, and then when you add your website URL, it's going to actually scan for the images. So Google is still scanning, but let's say if I click on recently used, okay, yeah, I have created few images already. So I'm gonna select you know these images that I have already created, and I think that's fine. Okay, save. Okay, so I have created I've chosen a couple of images over here. It's throwing a warning error. I have SSL certificate installed, so make sure to give a proper URL. Okay, so I have entered my URL. I've added my logo, right? And then okay, and now I need to add headlines. So I have created a few headlines already. Okay, I think that's fine. Looks like it's still throwing me an error. There you go. Okay, so cool. So I have added my headlines. I need to add my description. Okay, and the final one, and then I'm gonna give a business name. I'm just gonna add my name. All right, so I have added everything in here, and then the final step is to give a call to action, and that's how it is. I'm gonna click add to group, and I'm gonna click on that ad just to show you how it's gonna look like. So as you can see on YouTube, it's gonna look like this, pretty good on the home page, and then that's the YouTube watch feed basically. So looking nice. That's the YouTube homepage, front and center, right on the top with a nice image and a call to action button. Okay. I'm gonna click Gmail. Okay, wow, look at that, pretty nice image, text and learn more button. Okay, that's the open version. That's the closed version. Basically, if you go to the promotions tab, you will get to see a short blurb, title, name, business name, and then description. Okay, and then this is how it's going to look in the discovery section of the Google search app. So image, description, title, and button. Okay, so it looks pretty cool, right? So that's it, guys. A pretty nice way to reach your audience on YouTube, Gmail, and discovery or discover section of the Google search app. And this is a pretty new feature, so I would highly recommend trying out this type of ads. And as I said earlier, the audience is going to be very important because you really want to refine your targeting, because that's going to make or break our campaign. So that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.